the Panthers taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Young wasting no time, right to the air. Oh, and that is incomplete. You look at this Cowboy defense.
And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Young on 3rd down.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Young to throw on 4th.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
Now Young.
Open man is Duvernay.
So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 27. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Young to throw it. And this one is incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talked about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. And they just get the play off. Now Young, flush to his right.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
Touchdown! Miles Sanders with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fighting his way through contact. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Here's 2nd and 10. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Jalen Waddle, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Lamb's first catch of the game. Good for a first down.
Ready up.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Lance. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. You look at this Carolina defense. They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
22 yards there, a first down. Now Lance again. He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
Ready?
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
Makes the score Panthers 21, Cowboys nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Now Lance looking to change it up.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
And the Cowboys first down.
Ready.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And quickly to the outside. That's caught by Lamb.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Let's go now.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Set.
Shark's got it, left side. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Let's go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
You, yellow. 560.
Andrews, the tight end, in motion.
Hut.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
first down, and it's Pollard again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And he is into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, that's his 19th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
On second down, Young. That's going to be caught by Waddle. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, Young. Steps away to it. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. What the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to, whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
That's caught by Mingo, right side. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it's 2nd down. Young escaping the pressure right. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Damone Clark in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Young.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Pollard, he'll take it up the gut.
Fights him off. And he'll take it into the end zone for a counter touchdown.
Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score.
Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here, 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long.
Meanwhile, Young's throws on target to Duvernay.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11.
Now Young. That's caught over the middle by Hurst.
And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Young looks to throw on 1st down.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
So nothing doing there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly.
2nd and 10.
And the tight end goes in motion left. It'll be Young again.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Young here, you can see, changing the play.
They'll look to throw again.
That is caught. He's going to have the 1st down and then some.
Touchdown, Carolina!
Jonathan Mingo.
As the 1st half is winding down.
And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
A beautiful. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
A final shot before half for Lance.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Throwing now is Lance.
Flushed out right.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
A chance for Waddle on the return.
A 45-yard punt for there on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 34.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. He'll get that out wide to Waddle.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Ready. Hurry, hurry.
The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the shotgun, it's Young. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 30. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
1st down, Panthers.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Young from the shotgun. Open man is Duvernay. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Young to throw it. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Throwing, Young. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Young rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
Now they send a man in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Bryce Young, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Panthers take a 3-touchdown lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Cowboys 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback.
It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep.
Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
But we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Another run here with Sanders. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. The Panthers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. Young now. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Panthers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And they can't bring him down.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield.
Here's Lance. And he'll go right back to Lamb. He's into space past the 25. Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Cowboys!
CeeDee Lamb.
51 yards.
And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
On the return, Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Ready up.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
10 cycles.
They go play action. Young on the move to his left.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Here we go.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Drill 52. Black Ultra.
Young will set to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Down.
3rd and 3.
Opposite. Green. Blue check. Hey, green. Cut.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Ready.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Blue striker. Ready.
Here's Lance to throw it.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Yellow.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Red cycle. Yellow. Go. Red. Yellow.
Desperation time here. Lance.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Ready.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
Another run with Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Let's go now. Blue black.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little